This passage has to do with climacteric fruits and non-climacteric fruits. You can read the passage for yourself. And the author talks about their color and preference of animals and people for the kinds of fruits, right? He's talking about all these things and how they are propagated. The first question, which one of the following option means arboreal and camouflage? Well, arboreal and camouflage. Arboreal refers to living in tree, dwelling in trees, and camouflage means disguised. Therefore, the correct option is number 4. The next question is the main point the writer makes is that fruit bearing plants are better protected than other plant species and can propagate easily. No, he doesn't say that. Of all kinds need to be studied, not just those consumed by humans. No. And other plant species propagation cannot be studied accurately. He doesn't say that. What does he say? He means to say the fruit bearing plants have the same problems in propagation as other plants. That is what you can infer from the passage. So the answer is number 4. The next question, according to the passage, the interest in the difference between climacteric and non-climacteric fruits is in what? It's not in the environmental or gastronomical or the public health context. It is in the commercial context, and he points that out in the first paragraph where he says that the fruit growers and greengrocers must make sure that their wares are in tip-top condition when they arrive at the marketplace, right? He's talking about the commercial context. So the answer is number 3. Take the next question. He says, consider the following 2 findings. Non-climacteric fruits tend to have vivid colors. 36 varieties of climacteric and non-climacteric fruits were eaten predominantly either by ground dwellers or by arboreal or aerial animals respectively. Well, by looking at the statement, you can make out which is the main evidence and which is the supplementary evidence. If you say non-climacteric fruits tend to have vivid colors, that is one piece of evidence, right? And the 36 varieties of climacteric, and which is so exact, that is the main evidence. And number 1 would be the supplementary evidence confirming the hypothesis of the biologists. So the answer is number 1. Finding 1 provides supplementary evidence and number 2 provides, the main evidence confirming the hypothesis of the biologist. If you read the passage closely, you can answer number 5. And number 5 says the origins of the distinguishing characteristics between the 2 types of fruits, climacteric and non-climacteric. What is the difference? The origins of the distinguishing characteristics. What is the origins of the distinguishing characteristics? The origins of the distinguishing characteristics between the 2 types of fruits, that is the non-climacteric and climacteric, are not clear. It's nebulous in spite of the research. So the answer should be number 3. Take the next question. The study has been based on what? The study of the climacteric and the non-climacteric food, what is this based on? You have the answer in the first line of the last paragraph. The main limitation of their work is that they looked at fruits eaten by people. Okay, so it is based on that particular fact. Fruits that are eaten by people. So the other answers are incorrect. The correct answer is number 3. The next question, the passage is about the invention or the discovery of an injection, against the smallpox virus. So he's talking about in the paragraph about the experiments the doctor performed and what was the result. If a particular child was protected against the smallpox virus. Local reaction refers to what? When some kind of local reaction occurs, when a medicine is taken or an injection given, it means an adverse reaction caused by injection. So the answer is number 1. The next question, 23 cases were put on record with the objective to explain very clearly that. You can find that answer in paragraph number 2 of the passage The first three lines, you have the answer. The answer is the cowpox vaccine protected the patient from another deadly disease. That is the answer. That is the answer is number three. Take the next question. On returning from London, Dr. Jenner was disappointed because. Why? You have the answer in paragraph number 3. The fifth line, you say Jennifer went back to Gloucestershire disappointed. Why? He remained in London for 3 months without being able to find anyone who would submit to vaccination. That is the answer. He was unsuccessful in replicating the experiment due to lack of volunteers. He didn't get volunteers who would take the injection. So that is why he was disappointed. So the answer is number 3. The next question, according to the author, the main idea in the passage is what? The main idea is chance and risk play a part in the success of scientific experiments. You see, the chance and risk, they play a part because there could have been any local reaction, any problem. So the answer is number 3. If you look at the other answers, scientific breakthroughs are more likely to happen in major urban centers. We don't have evidence for that. To explore the causes for the vaccine hesitancy, no, he's not doing that. He's not exploring the causes for why people aren't ready to take vaccination. He's not talking about that. Documentation is key for disseminating science. No, that is not the answer. So the answer is number 3. Chance and risk play a part in the success of scientific experiments. Read the next question. Jenner received a lot of recognition from medical bodies because you have the debate on this in the last 2 paragraphs. Some doctors opposing Jenner and some in favor. Particularly in the last paragraph, there were some who were in favor of the vaccination. So he received a lot of recognition from medical bodies because most of his colleagues realized the effectiveness of his work. That is why he received recognition from medical bodies. So the answer is number 2. Take the next question. By calling the vaccine unjustifiable, Dr. Ingen Hu meant that vaccination made people sick and failed to provide general immunity. You find the answer in the last but one paragraph, the second last paragraph, where he says that Dr. Ignu became the leader of a strong faction of medical profession of London who not only would have nothing to do with the vaccination but proclaimed openly that it was a dangerous innovation, absolutely unjustifiable, and communicated disease without protecting any against any other. So what he meant was to say that vaccination failed to provide immunity and it made people sick. So the answer is number 4. The other 3 are incorrect. It actually spread the disease. No, it was an injustice against those on whom it was tested. We don't have evidence for that. Was being carried out without any legal basis. We don't have that in the passage.